Hello, everyone. This is Tamara Canty and Andy Gagliano, and we're here with a new episode of Coffee and Keys. Today, Andy is sharing with me some keys on success, the path, the road to home ownership. And so, I have a question for Andy. Inquiring minds want to know. Andy, how do you educate clients on the best options for their needs? You've been in the business for 20 years. So, how do you navigate that, helping clients in that way?
I love that you made me 10 years younger. So today is actually the my 20 Galliano Mortgage's 29th year anniversary. So
Congratulations.
yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that. I'm proud of that. And I will say this, it starts with questions.
Mhm.
And I've got to be a great interviewer, just like you do, in understanding number one, what are the needs for that buyer? What's the most important goal that that buyer wants to accomplish in their home purchase? Because, like, you know, so many people don't think about it like this, but
Mhm.
a mortgage is a financial instrument. It's a tool, just like somebody's 401k, their IRA, whatever that financial tool is that most of us think as being a good financial tool. We don't think about a mortgage as being a financial tool, but it is. And so I've got to make sure by asking the right questions that I am offering the right options to a buyer that will accomplish those financial goals. And oftentimes, Tamara, it's a juggling act because,
Mhm.
you know, look, let's face it, everyone wants the best interest rate. Why wouldn't we?
Mhm.
Everyone wants the lowest closing cost. Why wouldn't we want to save money?
Right.
Those things don't go hand in hand often.
Mhm.
And so we have to decide what is most important. Is it most important for, say, a first time home buyer who has limited funds to come to closing with as little money as possible? Or let's say it's a couple that's nearing retirement age and they have a lot of equity that they're pulling from the sale of their house that they can put into the new home purchase in order to get that mortgage balance down as low as possible and in order to pay that mortgage off as quickly as possible. And so maybe for that type of buyer, we can use a little bit of money in additional closing cost to buy the interest rate down to a lower rate that would give them a lower payment and allow them to be able to put additional funds towards the principal balance of that loan to pay it off sooner. So, you know, I have to be sure to point out to a buyer that mortgages are not one size fits all. These are a tool that have to be or need to be considered that way, and the options that are presented to buyers need to be presented and laid out in a very easy to understand manner. And, sometimes I, I struggle with feeling like I'm breaking it down just on so much of an elementary level that I feel like, you know, I wonder if I'm talking down to someone because I try to
Mhm.
dumb the topic down so much because I just assume that no buyer knows a single thing about mortgages when I'm speaking to them, because that's better, in my opinion, than talking on a high level about mortgages with someone who is unfamiliar. Because at that point in time, they may feel uncomfortable saying, I don't understand.
Mhm.
And
I
then,
agree. I agree. Yeah.
yeah,
And I feel very much the same way because I get primarily first time home buyers. And so I don't take for granted that they know and understand what people that do this daily, what they know.
right.
And so thank you so much for answering that question. And I'm sure as we go, because this is going to be a weekly theme, a weekly session, that we're going to be providing. And so we'll be hitting on that topic again, but also additional topics. Andy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you,
And
Tamara.
thank you guys for watching. And I look forward to joining you again on next week in our next episode. Until next time.
Bye, everybody. All right.